Okay, today I'm doing review of Essie's Love Every Minute, number 870, and this is, I had called it a baby pink in the haul video, but it's on the nail. It's actually more of, I don't know, it's kind of a hard to describe color. I'm trying to think of a good comparison. Like, it reminds me somewhat of like an Easter color, but it's, I guess I would say, it's just really hard to describe this color. It's a carnation pink, maybe, like not the flowers so much as the traditional, what they consider a carnation pink. I will be quite honest, I've tried 3 Essie polishes so far, and of the 3, this is my least favorite. The reasoning behind that is I'm not totally in love with this color, although it's probably totally personal preference. So it's not my favorite color. And then my other concern with this particular polish is that I didn't feel that the formula was the greatest. First of all, it was streaky on application. It was kind of thick, and what I would say is it was one of those polishes that when you think it's dry and then you end up damaging it, because if you look on my thumbnail, there's like a divot right there. Well, that happened probably 45 minutes after I put it on, and I realize nail polish is vulnerable, but I have plenty of other polishes and formulas that would probably not have that happen. And then the other thing I would say, this is 2 coats that I have on my nail, and I can still see, probably because of the streaking, I can still see, like if you look on this nail, I can still see like areas where it's not 100% the same opaque color. It's a cream opaque, and I feel like the streaking might be what contributes to the fact that its opacity is a little bit inconsistent, because one area will look quite opaque and another area will, like even after one coat, and then another area will look quite, sheer is not even the word, just streaky. And the nature of the color, it tends to throw kind of a dark hue in the streakiness. Not really sure what causes that, but I feel like the formula may be to blame. I did use, I haven't mentioned this in other videos, but I am occasionally using the Seche Clear Base Coat, and that may have been a factor. I don't know if I am completely happy with the Seche Clear Base Coat. I paid like $6 or $7, I think, for that, and by the way, the Essie polish was $3.99. But the Seche Clear Base Coat, I have been finding that it'll occasionally leave bubbling, and it's not from shaking or anything of the polish. The polish sits and is undisturbed, and I don't shake it or do anything or even roll it before I put it on. I just am not loving that base coat. Some polishes it doesn't give me any issues, but with this particular polish, it's either this polish has issues, formulation issues, or the Seche Clear is causing those problems. So what I'll probably do is leave this review, as is, with that information that the Seche Clear was the base coat. And then if I find that the Seche Clear base coat was to blame, I'll definitely make a note on this video about that. But I have a feeling it's definitely the formula, because I just don't see how the streaking would happen unless it was due to the formula. And what's strange about the streaking is, with a slow drying polish like this, it's just, I think it's the cream formula would be my guess. That's to blame. That there's something about this particular cream formula in the shade, and I've never really understood why some shades of polish seem to streak more than others. It seems to have something to do with the pigment. But other than that, I mean, it's not a polish that I love, but I would not, and I probably would not rebuy this color, only because there's other polishes that I like more. That's the only, but it's probably a matter of personal opinion. Like, this particular color might look quite a bit better. Sorry, our neighbor's dog is barking, and I'm sorry that he's pretty adamant. Anyway, I'm trying to think of the words to say. It's just not a color that I'm in love with. It's definitely everything's personal preference, though. So I'm going to let you go because there is a lot of noise in the background. I don't know if the camera's picking up that dog, but I pretty much have said everything I have to say about this. I've only had it on today. I haven't worn it, but considering it's already got damage, it's not, and I'm not loving the color. It's not looking good for this particular polish. And I guess I was expecting a little bit, even though it looks pretty much true to the color in the bottle. I guess for some reason I had pictured a little bit lighter color for some reason. But thank you so much for watching, and you have a great day.